I'm just checking out our past videos over on Blast It or Stash It. If you don't know anything about Blast It or Stash It, every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Blast It or Stash It comic book review. But that's not why you're here. I'm Pocan Joe, and as always, you are pretty cool for hanging out here today. If nobody's complimented today, you can't say that now. You're a pretty cool cat. Appreciate you coming by. So you're here to see a haul video, and I actually got some comic books that came in on time. Because I just got my comic books from Midtown. From almost 2 weeks ago. But my comic book shop has hooked me up, and they got my stuff here on time. So I actually have something on time to show you this week, and I'm super excited. I also stopped by a local comic book shop and picked up some rare variants there. Without further ado, let's talk about some of the comic books that we'll be talking about tonight on Blast It or Stash It and everything else that I got. So, first off, right up off the bat, we got Marvel Knights. This is number 4. This is the A cover. I really liked this cover. I didn't really much care for the other variants that were involved in this. I can't wait to break into this. I've really been digging this story, and I want to know where Black Panther kind of fits into everything right now as everybody starts getting their memories back. I can't wait to read that. Next, The Warning. I enjoyed the first issue of this. Was not very wordy. Kind of remind me of a lot of my days in the military. Everybody just prepping to go someplace. A lot of prep time, and just the reaction that they have to go face something. It was really, really cool. So I'm really waiting to see what is it all about. What are they prepping for in this particular issue right here? Super excited to get that. Life of Captain Marvel, only because, honest to God, I'm just a completionist at this point. However, I did see this variant, and I thought it was beautiful. We got the plane in the background. We got her and her meat and potato self rocking it out there. So far, this has been kind of a story. So let's see what happens in this issue. The only reason why I keep getting it again is just to complete it. Next, we got X-Men. This is number 6. This is the regular cover. Really digging this whole Jesus and the Four Horsemen thing that they got going on in here. I've been having fun with this story. Because my comic books came so late, I'm just catching up on the last issue now before this one. So, and that left me off on a cliffhanger with Angel. And what is he? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he part of this? Is anything really bad in this? I really like the confusion that's going on in it and the sense trying to make of it. Hopefully this issue will clean that up a little bit. Next, we got Night Moves, number 2. This was a super popular book. It was crazy the first issue when it came out. However, it kind of died off in the second issue. But I don't know. I know why. It's the first issue of something that was hot, that could possibly be made into a TV show, and everybody went out and bought it up. However, this is a pretty good story, and I've really been enjoying the first issue of this. This is great storytelling, and I have no doubt that the second issue is going to be just as good. Next, for shits and giggles, I like things that deal with alternative universes, especially when it deals with like Tesla and Albert Einstein. I got Albert Einstein Time Masons, and that turned out to be a garbage book. So I'm hoping that Feast or Famine, number 1, with Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla, I'm kind of hoping that this kind of fix it up. Apparently they send a signal out into space, bad things come back, and they're going to go fight it. That sounds cool to me. It sounds like a lot of death lasers and death rays, and I think that's what I meant to say. Either way, it's going to be epically awesome storytelling. I can't wait for that to happen. Next, Dead Man Logan. Been kind of enjoying this. The witty banter, the insane asylum, Mysterio doing his thing, Ms. Sinister, and who's this magical group that she's involved in. We're going to find out in this issue. Can't wait for that. Next, Burnouts. This is Burnouts number 4. For the holiday spirit, I figured I'd get a holiday cover. Boom, there it is. Image has been killing it in 2018 with some of their stories this year, and this is no exception. This has been awesome reading. I can't wait to dive into this as soon as I'm done with you. Next, Bloodshot number 2. They better not disappoint in this one. That's all I'm going to say. They have a great premise here. They have great ability to tell story. Hopefully they don't cheapen that. The first issue, I gotta be honest, did not live up to my expectations. I said I would give it a second go, and I will on issue number 2. They really got to step up their game. Otherwise, I'm going to be dropping that faster than lead in a pool. Plunk. Next, I have heard nothing but great stuff about this. I have always been a fan of Freedom Fighters. It has been one of my favorite comic book series when I was a kid. And I'm so happy that it's come back, and everybody's saying it is not disappointing. And of course, I had to go with this sick Ben Oliver cover right here. This is the variant, or number 2, I guess you could say. Or B. Yeah, there you go. B. That's what I meant to say. Really love the concept of this. If you don't know, basically what happens is the entire thing takes place on Earth X, and this is where the Nazis actually won World War II, and they kind of take everything over. So that's kind of an interesting premise. And then some Americans doing their thing, patriotic, fighting the war, and the resistance, if you will. All that is going to be happening in this story. I highly recommend. I know I haven't read it yet, and I'm talking it, but I mean, really, it's just a great premise, and they can't mess that up. They really can't. So check it out. Next, Middle West. Really love the first issue of this. Kind of want to see where this goes. When this starts getting sappy and weird, I'm probably going to end up dumping it, to be honest with you. But we'll see where it goes until then. Hopefully it can captivate my interest. Let's find out. And you know it would be a new comic book haul if I did not get myself some Captain America goodness. And this is the only cover that had Captain America on it. Well, I should say, the ones that you could order online. This was one of the ones right here. And I don't mind this cover. That's okay. Hopefully they come out with a couple other variants in the second printing. But I've really been digging this story. The last issue, I mean, just Captain America get raw on the bad guys. It was awesome. So we're going to see what the outcome of that is in this issue. Can't wait for that to happen. Next, Black Panther and Deadpool. I have been enjoying this. We got the Scarecrow coming back from the dead in the last issue, causing some troubles. We got some problems with them too, because that's how team-ups work. And Deadpool literally tells you that in the story. He's like, oh, okay, we're going to do the mix-up, fight each other, and then the existential villain's going to come in, and then we're both going to team up and fight him. Well, they've done that, and they still have some issues. Weird. So can't wait to break into this one and find out what's going on. Next, another one I've been truly enjoying, Amazing Spider-Man number 12. And of course I had to go with this variant because I like my white background with my villains on it. Spider-Man's kind of like Batman in the aspect that they just have some of the best villains. They really do. And we got Scorpion. He has shown up and he's going to create some damage. Let's see what happens in this story. Plus, hopefully they bring in the upside or the bandage guy or Ragman. Or I don't even think they've given us a name for him yet. But hopefully we get a name for him so we can stop saying that guy. Or his first appearance was that strange guy. His first appearance was. I actually want a name behind this guy now. I'm hoping it's in this issue. If it's not, it looks like we're just going to have to wait. Yeah. Okay. So moving on, just for giggles, I got season beatings. I always like these little one-shot Christmas deals, especially with Deadpool being satirical in it. It is just absolutely hilarious. Sometimes I read a little bit of this one. It's okay. I kind of like it. It's definitely my brand of humor. I'll definitely be picking that up. Let's see here. Or not, I guess I already picked it up. That was ridiculous. I guess I'll be reading more of that as the day progresses. Next, Infinity Wars. Man, how cool has this story been? And you know what the sad thing is? It may not get the total amount of credit that it deserves. This has just been great with all the other tie-in issues, the way they've been mixing up the characters together. I can't wait. We're going to come into this one. This is number 6, and this is the D cover, by the way. I guess I should have mentioned that. D cover, and the only reason why I got the D cover, it had some of my favorite people right there on the front. Throughout this comic book series and the tie-ins. Just great writing. I mean, it's got to be hard to keep on top of all that. Next, American Carnage. I got the first one. We got the second one. We're going to see how this goes. The last one, okay, it kind of left me in a weird position. Not a problem. We're going to find out where that takes us in this next position here. I've got a feeling somebody's going to get jumped into the club. We'll find out. All right, some more Infinity Wars goodness here with the Fallen Guardians. Boom. I can't wait to get into this, too, to find out their role in this entire thing. Hopefully I don't read them out of order, because that's always awkward. Let's see here. Next, we got, Defenders. I went ahead and I've been picking up the Scotty Young variants for these, mostly because my wife likes to look at them. That's That's really it. Um, but I love my wife and I do what she says. Plus, also, if I'm going to get a series like this or like these other ones, I like the same artist on everything. It just makes everything much cleaner in your boxes and in your collection. So I'm really excited to read. And to boot, this has just been a great story so far. Again, really stepping up their game here with the Defenders, giving them an update, making them relevant. And what do we get out of all of it? We get good stuff, man. So really happy about that. Next, Spider-Geddon. I finally got my handbook. That was super late because this has been getting a little much. However, I did read this one when I bought a copy at an LCS just so I could speak to it on Blast or Stash It. I'm not happy with the way they ended this. And we're going to talk about that tonight on Blast or Stash It. Because I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. Because that was bull. That's not how you end a comic book. That was just horrible. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to break it down for you. Why, after you read it, you can even agree that, yeah, okay, it was an okay ending. I'm going to tell you why it was just cheap trick that they pulled that bad writers do when they can't think of a good ending. And we'll talk about that. And not last but not least, I actually have other comic books. Yeah, we got Spawn. I went with the black and white variant. This is Spawn number 292. And we get revealed he's got a new superpower. Hopefully, I'm doing this on a Sunday, and I'm doing Blast or Stash It tonight. So if this becomes a spoiler, you may want to stop for a second. I'll give you one, 2, 3, pause. He can raise the dead. You can turn it back on now. Yeah, apparently he can do that. That's a thing now. I can't wait to read and find out why. That is awesome. And I hope it's not something stupid like he had the power all along. He was just inside him and he needed to believe. Because that's crap. Again, that's bad storytelling. All right, so what else did we get? All right, so I went down to Zeno's comic book shop, oldest comic book shop in the Hampton Roads area or Tidewater area, depending on where you're at. That dude in the background is gorgeous. That's me. I think I'm wearing the same. No, I'm not. Okay. What do we get? We got Firefly, number 2. I went with the Virgin variant on this one. Been enjoying this. Does kind of remind me of the show. I'm not going to say I was a huge fan of the show. I would watch it when it was on. That kind of thing. Whatever. Next, the Stan Lee Memorial of Spider-Geddon cover. I really like this cover. Again, this story really kind of let me down. I'm not overly happy about that. Let's see here. Uncanny X-Men number 6. This is a decent story. I really liked it, and I really liked Apocalypse. Look, Apocalypse done right. Not like that movie monstrosity that he was in. If anybody in the movie industry is watching this, I don't know why you would. This is what Apocalypse should look like. Not that garbage. Oh God, it's like you guys don't even read comic books. Of course, I got Batman Damned. I went ahead and did get both variants for this, or both covers for this, I should say, because they're great covers, and hopefully, and I've already read the story, and I thought, yeah, this ain't gonna last much longer. Look, I know some of you guys out there are Batman Damned fans, all right, and nothing against you, but well, actually, something against you. You read horrible comic books. I'm sorry. No, I don't know. The story's missing. It's just trailing along, and they're spending more time trying to do something shocking or set something up shocking, but not completing it. And we saw that in the first issue when we saw the Batwing. That was put in there solely for no other reason to say, oh my God, there's a penis in a comic book. And in this one, we get Harley Quinn doing some sexy things just because. I'm not particularly a fan of that kind of writing or that kind of artwork, to be honest, because it's not even good writing. It's not even good storytelling. It's just, it's fireworks without the noise. Think of it that way. It's just, there's no boom and banging to it. It's just flashing lights to attract your attention. And I'm not a fan of that kind of writing. Tell me a story. That's enough of my rant on that. Okay. Some other books that I got. Catwoman. This is, we all know what cover this is, but I'll tell you anyway. This is number 6. And this is the Santa. Now, everybody says, oh, look, she knocked out Santa. and stole the stuff. I'm saying, this is what I'm telling you. All right, picture this if you will. She's sort of a good guy now, or good gal now. Santa Claus drank too much eggnog, passed out on the roof. She found her own gift in there, and she's going to return the rest of the gifts. See, that's not it either, but I thought that would be funny. All right, next, and again, I already told you about this. This is Deadpool and Black Panther. Super cool stuff there. Highly recommend that you all read that. That is just good stuff. West Coast Avengers, read this. Don't care. And that's not going to happen again. I gave it a second try. That was it. Let's see. Oh, Batman, number 61. This is an interesting book. Look, I'm going to break this down tonight. You all have to watch this because a lot of people are kind of confused about what this is about. And I actually looked up the psychological, what is it? Disability that the young man or the child is going through in this. And it's actually, this book is more sicker than you can possibly imagine. And we're going to talk about that tonight. I will demand it. It will be my book for tonight. Next, Killmonger, number 2. A lot of people are not reading this, and I don't know why. This is a good story. Somebody said, and I hate it when people do this, well, I don't want to read it because there's some social justice warrior theme in it, and, they're just talking bad about black people, or talking bad about white people. First off, you're stupid. That's not what they're doing in this book. This is a personal story about somebody's effect, plus the action in it is cool. It's great storytelling. Shame on you for just picking the most simplest reason not to read something. This is a good story. Please pick it up, even if it's $1, man. Just go pick up the first 2 issues of it. It is great storytelling. It's great action sequences in it, and we got. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, Bullseye, and Bullseye's pissed, and Bullseye wants to kill people. Can't beat Bullseye. He's kind of a sick Joker, and now you got Killmonger up against him, which is a straight up trained killer. Great things are about to happen in this series. You have to check it out. I mean, it is great comic book stuff. All right, I've beaten that up enough. Last but not least, we got a new story in Aquaman here. Of course, I went and picked up the movie variant cover because that's what everybody else is doing, and I cannot make my own way. I follow people. So this is X-Men 43. What do I think about this book so far? Find out tonight. Blaster Stash at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live. Come in the room. Chat with us. Tell us your thoughts about your comic books that you got this week. And what do you think about our reviews on the comic books that we're giving out? We want this to be interactive with us. And plus the comic book community is in there always chatting it up about something. It's a great time. If it's your first time, it will be your best time. Definitely check it out. Also, last but not least, I would be remiss if I did not mention one more time right around the holiday season. This is the picture that's in all the homage to Stan Lee comic books that have come out this week. A local artist did this up for me. This is Avengers number 1 with a pencil sketching of Stan Lee on it. I thought he did an excellent job on it, and I'm very happy with it. I know it's Avengers 1, we've already seen it, but I just really wanted something with Stan Lee's face on it in my collection, and I'm super happy to have that. All right, so news that's coming up. All right, so we got a couple of things coming up, folks. We have some great Comic Cons coming up here in the near future. Definitely. Let me know which ones you're going to. I will be going to C2E2 in Chicago Comic Con. I will be up there having a good time. It looks like I got press passes and everything that I could possibly want, and that was great. Also, if you're watching this channel and you participated in my auction that I was holding on JLL or JLR Auctions, thank you very much. We will put that money to use in C2E2, making sure that everybody stays in libations. That's a fancy word for alcohol. All right, what else we got going on? At the end of January, I will be probably doing my show from Las Vegas, Nevada. I will be at the SHOT Show in Las Vegas with a company that I've been consulting with now for a while. We're all going out there to give presentations, and I will be in Vegas. So here's what I need from you. Comment down below. tell me a comic book store in or around Las Vegas, downtown area. Let me know what that comic book shop is, and I will be sure to go in there and I'll do a show right there in their comic book shop, and you'll see what I buy, and we'll just do it right there. So if you know somebody there or a great place to buy comic book stuff, let me know. I'm happy to go in there and check it out and show everybody your recommendation. That would be just super awesome. Please help me out with that. As always, comment down below if you want to discuss comic books. I also have an Instagram account up here in one of these little boxes up here. I'm not sure where it's at. It's my first time. Check me out on Instagram. It's very simple. It's at Pocan_Joe. Pocan Joe, or I'm pretty sure you can just do a search for Pocan Joe. Hook me up. I'm always putting pictures of comic books up there or just random things in my life because me and my wife and my family stay very busy. So, yeah. So definitely come by and check us out there. Tell me if you're going to C2E2 so I can buy a beer, a glass of wine, shot, whatever it is you want. My community's just small enough that I can get away with that kind of stuff, and thank you all for it. So, and last but not least, I would be remiss if I didn't say it's a joy to have my daughter home for the holidays. It's really cool. We've just been out shopping all day long, buying gifts for my nieces and my nephews. So we've had a great time doing that. So Ashley, thank you for being home for the holidays. We do appreciate having you here. Last but not least, hey, from the clan of Pocan to you and yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Guys, we really do appreciate everything coming by and checking us out. The Blasted Stash It crew, the entire comic book community. Guys, you really make this fun, and I enjoy doing it. And I hope that maybe I can just give you 20 minutes of entertainment, 15 to 20 minutes worth of entertainment whenever I'm on. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Give us a like. Subscribe if you want to know when we push up videos. And by all means, just have a Merry Christmas and just be cool. See you all later. Bye.